Hey everyone, welcome to our Figma UI design tutorial. Today we are going to create a short single page anime website UI design. By the end of this video, you all doubt will be cleared and you all have clear idea of the entire design process. Make sure you watch till the very end to learn everything step by step. Looking for a professional UI designer or a website developer? Just email us from the description and start today. After the email us, our team will get in touch with you as soon as possible. So first we will take a desktop frame and then add a grid inside the frame. We will add columns to the grid, set the count to 2, the gutter 1200 pixel and also change its color. After that, we will add a background image and then we will create a navbar. You can see the height and width of the navbar on right side, and all values of the elements we create will be visible there. So keep an eye on that. We will also add a white stroke with 20% opacity. We have set a blur amount for 2%, which you can see here. And then we will center it. We will also set the background behind the image to black. Next we will add the logo and logo text, menu pages and the hamburger icon. If you want to, you can also add all these to auto layout. After that we will add a title and you can see the title's value on the right side. We have also added a shadow, you can see that too. Then we will create a button and you can see the height and width of the button on the right side. Along with all values we have added like a shadow and the radius. We will write a text and roll now on it and add an arrow, which you can see here. We created an arrow using the arrow tool. And we will add the button to our project that we have assigned on the right side. Now what we'll do is create a section for enroll now course we want to sell, as well as the portfolio section. First we will match the height and width, then double click to select point either from the top or the bottom, and that will help us find the center. We will then drag 20 pixel inward, change the color to black, set border radius to 30 pixels and adjust the opacity of the black background to 40%. Well, add a white stroke with 20% opacity and set the background blur to 42. Now we will just flip this element and that we will create another one on the right side. Next we will create the element for the center. First we will match its height and width, then double click on the top and select these 2 points, but make sure to unselect them as well. Then we will drag the top and right point 20 pixel inward and do the same for the bottom 2 points. We will set a border radius of 30 pixels, select it and add an image. It's easy. And we will also apply an inner shadow. Now we will add a few things here, such as the title, and we have used SVG instead of a point for the line. We have showcased some features, and after the features we will create a button and then we will add the text next to the button. We will add the center text at the end, and you can see the opacity we will set, the background blur and the shadow behind it right here. we will create a section for social media icons in the left side corner, and we will make a background just like we did before, matching the height and width, and then we will add some social media icons top of the background. Now we will create the about section. First we will add PNG image, then we will add the about text, the title and the subtitle. You can see all the values on the right side. After that we will add the achievements. For the achievement box, first we will create a background by matching the height and width along with their border radius. Then we will add a stroke. The value for the number and the text will be different, so you can check them out on the right side. After that we will copy this same box 3 more times, and for the last box we will add the rating star. You can also see the value for the stars, and for the last star just double click and you make sure the point touch on the top, center and the bottom. Now we create our work like a portfolio section. So what we can do is, first we can add a text and title. So we can add text and title. So you can see the value of the text and title here on right side, and we are creating a same button. Okay, then we can show a project for clients. So first we will match height and width, and match radius 14 pixel. So I'll add a image here, and copy the shadow, and here is shadow value. Shadow x8 y8, blur is 0 and spread is -5, and color is white. Opacity is 100%. So you can see the result. We can add a scrolling option. So how this is the SVG and this is the ellipse. So how I create this element. So first press R and pressed O for ellipse, and match width and match height. So for the next section we can decrease the height and change the color. This is the selected sections, that's why that opacity is 100%, and this is the unselected section, so it is the dull color wise. Now we create our work process, how we work on different projects. So here is the section, and we can add a text and title, and this is the title of the step, and here is the brief description, and this is the star element. How we create the star element, just to go to star tool and create like this. Pick this right point and just drag into downside and match this ratio on here 44%. So how you match this ratio? Select the element and go to here, ratio, and just type 44. And how we created this line? With the help of pen tool. So this is the next section, so just press P for pen tool and copy and press and hold, and here you can see how we create this line. And so first of all, change the color, change the opacity of 50%, then start and end round. Then go to setting, dashed, and you can change the amount of dash. Okay, so and add an image. How we created this section and add just SVG here. We can create a testimonial section, just copy. So we can add a title, sorry, we can add a text and title. We can change the our work process text, review, testimonial, comments. Then we can create this background. How we create? Just press R. First of all, match height and width, 18 match the radius 18 pixel, and then white, fill white, and opacity is 15% was good. And we can create a stroke color is white and opacity is 35%. Okay, and then we can add a profile. So what we can do is, first of all, we can add a user profile. Now we can add a user name and their profession and review. Here is the text value and here is the star value. Okay, now same, we can add a carousel, and after that we create a FAQ section. Here is the FAQ text and testimonial text value, text and title. Then after we can create a background, questions background. How we create this? Just to copy the testimonial background and match simply height and width. Then we can add questions, frequently asked questions. So here is the SVG and this is the text. We can just shift it to auto layout and then shift it, add center, then add another one. Now we can add a get in touch, contact us section. We can use the same background. So just copy the height and width here. So width is 392 and height is 70. And we can create a simple button here. Just match this width and height, and fill color is white, and draw arrow with the help of arrow tool and tilt to 30 degree. Then we create a footer. So here is the footer height and width. And just we can add a border radius, top left and top right 22 pixel. We can add some traditional art, Japanese art. So you can see the value of the frame of art, and we can add a logo and logo text. So just neighbor logo, copy and paste here. After that we create a line with the help of line tool, but here is the something different. This is the value of line tool. Style is solid, width profile is different, so you can see the width profile. And then we can add in background, and then we can create a background with the help of ellipse. So you can see the height and width of the ellipse, and add effects. So here you can see the effect, blur effect 8%, and after that we can change the opacity is 52%, and then you can see the result of the background effect, glossy line. Then we can add our page's name, and then using same line just copy these two elements and just drag and increase the width left or right. Okay, I can adjust copyright section.